He's going to save Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
They called in the reserves.
Hey, by the way, I got your Christmas card.
Oh, finally.
Well, I got it over Christmas.
Oh, okay.
You know, I get a more personal message from my accountant. It's unbelievable. I got to tell you,
Howard.
I know. Let me say something. I know exactly.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
When was the last time you got a Christmas card from me?
Never. I know what happened.
All right.
I know what happened.
At least it's coming now.
Did you get one, Jackie?
Computerized mailing list?
Yeah. I knew exactly what happened.
Computer, right?
Well, Robin hired an assistant.
I thought she hired a mailing service.
So I felt it was like, I got a letter from her assistant to show me how organized she
She didn't
is.
even type her own name.
No, it was printed on there. I expected a little message like, Howard, lots of love in the new year or something. You know, anything. But all right.
I wanted to do that.
Yeah, but you were too busy.
Yeah.
I got to see what goes on in that apartment. I'm making a...
I try to keep that a secret.
But I've never met your assistant. My mother yesterday, I met Robin's assistant. What a lovely girl. So I go, who are you talking about? She goes, I don't know. She gives me a name. I go, I never heard of this person. I thought she meant like Gorilla at the radio station or something.
No.
So they were all talking about her.
Yeah, your sister even came up to me and said, your assistant is such a wonderful person.
Yeah, and I heard she was black.
Well, yeah.
That
was
threw
the
me.
girl yesterday?
That threw me.
She was gorgeous.
I thought she was a white assistant.
Well, I've changed assistants.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Wait, this isn't the...
This is my original.
This is your original assistant.
This isn't my original. I have a new one now.
How old is this
isn't
one?
your original.
Like, how long have you had this one?
Oh, a little over a month.
She did the Christmas cards or the other one did it?
She did the Christmas card.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
The new assistant?
Yeah.
See, that's why it did throw me, because I thought that the first assistant sounded white, was she?
Yeah, she was.
How did you fire the first assistant?
I didn't fire her. She had to leave.
Oh, she had to leave.
Oh,
Get out of my apartment.
leave! Get out!
You fed my cat at the wrong time.
I never want to see you again! Don't ever show me your face!
No Washington on yet. Get out of here.
No,
with
I-
your Budweiser.
I do have to say something about Robin. You know how we were talking a couple of weeks ago about how she's changed for the better?
Yeah.
I have to agree. She really has made, like, a quantum leap forward, because after Doug Podell made that mistake and Robin found out about it, there was a whole thing going on here.
Yeah.
What, you know, how was I going to tell...
Robin.
How was I going to tell Robin?
Yeah. Robin was able to take the news?
Well, because it happened once about 5 years ago with Tony Pig, and it was really ugly.
Yeah, I know.
So Tom Chisano, our general manager, came up with the best idea. Said, go down to the studio, call her, and tape it. Which I was going to do.
Right.
But instead, we decided to pull the Cleveland lines. And when Robin did find out about it, she took it very well. I was surprised.
Well, she's getting used to everyone's incompetence. That's what's happening. She's becoming desensitized. But quite frankly, the Cleveland newspapers had in it that we were going to be doing a birthday show. And it's supposed to be something of a surprise. It is fun to be surprised by it. I mean, psychologically.
I mean, there's very little we can surprise you with. You know it's going to happen.
It's just so great. I have such a good time at those shows with the band. We should do that every morning. Baba Booey, why can't you put that together every morning? A band and a couple of guests?
Because nobody likes to work for free.
What do you mean?
Well, because nobody gets paid to do that.
Oh, they want money?
Well, I would think every day they would.
Don't they want plugs? Had Jackie working for 3 years just for plugs. You got no talent, I'll tell you.
Finally woke up.
Yeah, finally.
If you're interested,
Yeah.
If you're interested on the phone, the King of All Messengers is on. He called the Donahue show on Friday.
Oh, to announce my birthday?
No, I think...
Oh, I see.
Captain Janks usually tries to get through on your birthday. He mentioned to me yesterday that he'd be getting through.
Well, today is officially my birthday.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's right.
And by the way,
today would be the day.
I'm going to. I have not forgotten to mention the Dallas ratings. I will do that in a minute.
Okay.
I will also take phone calls this morning. Also, I want to welcome Buffalo officially. We'll get into that. Some of the things that are going on.
I'd like to know what they thought of the first show.
Yep. There's a bunch of. Yeah. Do we have a Buffalo line?
That's coming.
Oh.
It happened so quickly they didn't even have time to get a line in. It's supposed to be in later on this week.
It happened in a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
How are we going to add Buffalo to the wheel?
Buffalo, we're going to add to the wheel as soon as they get a line, and also. We can add Buffalo to the wheel. We'll just assign one number or two numbers to Buffalo. It'll work. I got an idea. I got a plan, Robin. Sure I do. Gary, you have to get a new wheel.
Somebody wrote in that they'd make us a customized wheel with the name of the cities on it.
And we will be adding another city to our growing network, I think either this week or next week. I think this week.
Wow.
We'll have another city.
Can you hint?
It's like a growth spurt.
I can't even hint where it is.
You can't even hint at the region?
Because I don't know what the region is. I don't know my map.
He would give you that, but he doesn't know it.
Here, I tell you what. I'll write it down for you, Gary, for your eyes only.
Okay.
And then you tell me what region it's in, okay?
Like he'll know.
Yeah, Gary will just tell us where it is.
I was good at geography.
Let's see if Gary knows where it is. I don't know the region.
What hemisphere, Bull?
Well, I think that's Central America.
Paul, can you just tell us the hemisphere we're going to be in?
Baba Booey.
Is north on the top or south, Bull?
By the way, at the birthday show yesterday, Jackie's wife looking very exquisite.
Yes, she was
very
nice yesterday.
Several people mentioned that.
It was a pleasure to see her.
Yeah, she looked. That's the best I've ever seen her
look. Does that make your wife
look.
look better to you when other people
Oh
say
yeah,
she
makes
looks
it.
good?
I know because I like
You look with different eyes. You
like
know?
about 2
You
years.
start looking at her
Like that
differently.
bitch?
When Gary used to come over and say to me, "Hey, your wife looks really good. I'd love to have sex with her." I go, "My wife?"
Oh, and then you look at
You're kidding? And I'm like, ooh. And then that'll work me up for like 1 or 2 times, and then I'll go back to thinking about her just like I always did.
Actually, a couple people commented on how good your wife looked. I mean, she doesn't,
She's
someone would
real
get pregnant and get like big and fat and stuff, and she
Elsa
looks great.
really good.
She looked okay, I mean, I wasn't completely embarrassed because I remember when she was getting pregnant, she said, "Oh, at your birthday show, I'll be like 2 weeks away from giving birth." And she goes, "Oh, I'm going to be," and I said to myself, "Gee, you think maybe she'd have some shame and stay home?" You know what I mean? And I really was. And then, she showed up, and I looked her over. My wife can pull herself together because, I mean, she's been looking real sloppy around the house. And she pulled herself together. She looked great yesterday. For a pregnant woman, 2 weeks away. Wait till you guys see your wife's pregnant. 2 weeks away.
It was funny because I saw it from the back, and I said, "Gee, she looks the same." And
Right.
then she turned around, and I said, "Geez, that's supposed to be what people see
you
when they
look
see
like.
me."
But seriously, that's
You
what you
turn
look
around,
like.
and then there's the belly.
You look fine from the back. Your belly just, from the front, it's a little startling. That's all.
Hardly.
No, because I figured like this year when she got pregnant, and I knew that she'd be 2 weeks away, when we did the birthday show.
Yeah.
I figured that she'd stay home. And then when
you
she was
did.
talking about coming to the birthday show, I said, "Oh boy, it's show business. You don't want people to see that you married a, big fat show, even though she's pregnant.
Stop it.
Because they don't realize that that's bloat from water weight, in her face and her hands and stuff. They don't realize my wife's nice looking.
She looked divine yesterday.
But thank God she pulled herself through because I would have had to hang a sign around it. My wife doesn't know. This is what my wife normally looks like and hold up a picture.
Put a picture on her.
Yeah, right. Hanging around her neck or something.
You're terrible.
But she has water weight bloat and stuff from the pregnancy.
Her face looked fine.
Yeah, well, it could. Let's put it this way: as fine as it looked, it would look 100% better if she wasn't knocked up. That's all I want to go on record as saying. Okay?
We quote you.
Right. But that's one thing about Jackie. No matter what shape a woman's in, he never gets turned off. You got to admire that.
Yeah, he's a woman lover.
Yeah, he really
loves
is.
them in all their different machinations.
She looks great. I'll still swap you.
Hey, I was checking out Robin's assistant. I thought that was her friend.
Really? Nice, huh?
She's very
I
pretty.
thought she was real pretty.
How'd you find this one, Robin?
My other assistant found her.
Really?
Yeah.
I was shocked she was a black woman.
Why?
Because I had heard that she was white. Well, I didn't even hear that she was white.
You didn't hear about the change.
No, I imagined she was white. I don't know why. I just figured the assistant business is a white woman's business. I didn't know. I mean, I just don't know.
Do they get paid or do they do this for college credit?
No, she gets paid.
No, Robin pays her. No one's going to sit there and make a computer list.
Jackie's got interns, doesn't he?
Jackie has people show up at his house for
But
free.
did you get a mailing? No.
Not for you.
He had no mailing.
No mailing.
No basement.
Would have been wet.
Yeah. What do you got to pay something like that? A lot of money, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They work 8 hours a day?
She works. Yeah, but she only comes in 3 days a week.
She gets you because I said to my father, that's Robin's assistant at her home. He goes, "What the hell is that? What does she do there?" Because my father always handled all of his affairs and doesn't see any problem doing it. My father's very meticulous and could, sit at his desk and throw papers out. He enjoys doing that.
Yeah.
He goes, "What the hell is that?" Because he thinks I'm retarded because I have like a secretary full time in the house and I got like 9 interns working out of there and I'm paying them.
Right.
And he goes, "I got Ganji at my house every day." He lives there.
I know. Well, I have to say, Robin's assistant was an incredible help for the birthday show.
Yeah.
Because usually, when everything has to go through Robin. We go over the ideas. Usually, I call and I get the answering machine because Robin's out doing her nails or something.
Right.
And I get completely flipped out. This year, the assistant told me she's due back in an hour and a half.
Wow, great.
So I knew not to
good.
freak out.
Right.
Because you never knew when Robin was going to be in.
Yeah, good thing. You ought to get her 5 days a week. We'll pay for it. Oh, man.
Oh, goodness. I would come in and she'd say, Gary's already called 3 times. You have to call him immediately.
Yeah. And she would get him on the phone for you, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, then
Yeah,
when Gary says, oh, you have gotten way out of hand.
Some people you
Hold
can't
for
do
Miss
that with
Quivers.
Robin.
Would you please hold for Miss Quivers?
Did she say Miss Quivers?
No, please hold for Robin.
Oh, wow.
But still, what's the difference?
Well, Robin, your nails are always wet. Does she hold the phone for you while you talk? Well, that's wild. So my father was like complaining about your new assistant.
He's complaining.
Yeah, he was like all upset. Why did she spend the money on that? What is that all about? What you can't handle? What does she have to do? What does the assistant do?
Oh,
I said, the assistant, I don't know. I mean, she just cleans up her papers. I don't know. What does she do? What does the new assistant do exactly?
she does a lot of things for me that you have a wife to do.
Right.
Or however many other assistants you have.
You think my
you
wife...
know, like your wife takes care of the bills and all that stuff.
That's Robin's always angry that I have a wife.
I'm not angry that you have a wife. I'm angry that I don't.
Couldn't you just pay Frank Gannon?
Oh, please.
You gotta get a house husband.
Exactly.
But Robin, you...
But then that costs a lot more. See, I'm
Right.
getting away with murder here.
Believe me, your situation sounds a lot better. Do you ever give dictation from like your bubble baths and stuff like
Oh,
that?
stop it.
No? I should.
Before I go in, I tell her things.
I'll be in the bath, so bring your pad in here. You take down the following. So my father was getting all worked up. I said, hey, Dad, don't get irritated, but Robin makes more in a month than you made your whole life. So she probably does. She's able to afford it. By spending the money, she'll make money. So I give him a whole lecture.
Well, yeah, it frees me up.
Well, I don't want to hear about it in the car about your assistant.
Oh, that's the whole,
Yeah,
the whole
right.
ride home.
Why don't you call Robin and discuss it with her? She's looking for my father's always looking for somebody to talk to. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and then who's on the phone?
King of all messengers.
All right, then I want to hear all this stuff about the birthday show. We'll be back, and then I'll give you the ratings in Dallas.
Yeah,
We'll get to your
I wanna
phone
hear
calls this morning. I want to talk a little bit about Butt Bongo Fiesta. I'm taking it off the market. This is your last couple of chances to get in on it. We'll be back right after these words. Howard